I'm drowning! Now this is my favorite galaxy because... Okay, I can't even pretend. This is pretty bad galaxy. It's rinky-dink. It's about 30 feet in diameter. It has a palm tree.
Oh, Rhode Island.
Okay, fine. I'll back off. I'm sorry. If this is Penguin Paradise, have at it. You can't be serious. You're just a penguin.
This is the entire paradise.
Mm-hmm. I thought penguins like it in cold areas.
Cute little guy over there is Ray.
Hey, sailor. He's actually pretty big.
Adorable.
Is that his pickup line? He's not that little, if you catch my drift.
If you change your mind?
Yeah, if you choose no, you get transported back there, and it's the only thing you can do is answer yes. There's an invisible wall.
Wait, so we have to change our mind whether or not we are a surfer?
Mm-hmm.
Changing our mind on our state of being. Okay.
See, that's where you would give me the option, is when you ask me if I know how to surf or not. Choose yes or no to skip the tutorial. But they don't let you. You have to get this tutorial. To use the ray, you point at the screen, twist left to go left, twist right to go right, and press A to go forward. It's that simple. What they never tell you, though, is if you flick the Wiimote upwards, you actually jump out of the water just a little tiny bit.
So, how this works is, the green blooper ray is the best at turning, while the red ray is the fastest.
Now this is where the Penguin Paradise really begins, because as you know, penguins love fish. Plenty of fish.
Flags. Flags are good.
Penguins love minigames. A clear sense of direction from these arrows. Luckily, even though we're pointing our Wiimote at the screen at all times here, we don't have the Wii pointer, so it's pretty much impossible to accidentally collect the star bit. They were also kind enough to only put coins on the track. I like how they had the foresight to build flags and directional markers and rings on this water, but not guardrails. There's where you want to flick, is right when you go off the top of an area, you can bounce out of the water again. He's a cute little guy, that's why we decided to put his face on all top of the flags. And for some reason we have a giant shine to mark our end.
Yeah, I would say that minigame was pretty bad too.
I did have to redo the race. That doesn't count as winning. You deserve a gold medal, but this is all we have. Now, there is no time acceptable for bronze or silver medals. I don't even know why they have the 2 and 3 pillars there. It's gold all the way.
And that is a gold medal.
Hey, Ray.
Adorable!
Now, I was certain that there would be a little indent with a 1-up in it. I was so disappointed. That's right, Mario. Take a bow. You've earned it. Even though Ray was doing all the work. Teaching you how to surf. Now, because that was a mini-galaxy, it only had the 1 star, we're actually 100% finished with it and never have to return to that minigame again. Aren't we all thrilled?
All the collectible.
By discovered a new galaxy, they mean we have enough stars to actually enter one, not that something new has actually come up. I discovered that like 3 segments ago. Get with the program. It's shaped like a giant silhouette of Bowser's head. No, I'm sure they're hollowing it out and using it as a homeless shelter for babies. I'm sure they're not misusing the power at all. You know, we could be stopping all of that evil, but there's a mini-game planet over here. So we'll bring out your Professor EGAD brand paintbrush and let's start get graffitiing. Now, given an infinite universe with an infinite time span, I suppose it is possible that this planet would have evolved naturally with this natural skybox. But this leads me to believe that Mario actually is hallucinating the entire thing based on his preconceptions of what space is like. This is the flip switch galaxy. Around here, we flip switches. I'm serious. That's what we do.
There's no way you can actually fail this puzzle? At least puzzle element-wise.
If you get hit by the spike and fall into the black hole, yes.
Well, that's not really puzzle element.
No. And immediately everything dangerous stops activating and or moving. But if you stand around long enough and make the spring pop open 3 times, be careful of that piranha plant on the right there, Mario. It's actually just on a timer. But look at the skybox change to 1-2. And eventually it'll revert back to 1-1. Sadly, it will never change to 1-3 or 4. Where does that star go? Are we just collecting the same power star over and over? It flies on to the next galaxy?
It's all a dream anyways.
Oh yeah, it's all a dream of a projection. Now, the galaxy really isn't shaped like giant Bowser's head. Or is it? With the flaming eyes. Now, they're already giving it away in the title, so I'm just going to acknowledge it. Bowser Jr. is actually in charge of these levels, not the real Bowser.
He's off in a hot tub somewhere.
He's on Spacecation. This is the first actual boss of the game. Other ones have been more of mini-boss bosses. This is the biggest of the bosses.
That wasn't much of a boss.
No, that was just a metal-headed Goomba. You can't ground pound on them. You have to spin them.
And you can't flame them either.
The first Goomba that you actually have to spin to kill. Now, I'm sure you've noticed the bullet bills homing in on us from various directions. Of course, we need to break open the bubble with the launch star in it. But instead of doing that, we can actually escape the gravity's planet, or the planet's gravity, by triple jumping it. Oh god. You can actually skip the gravity's planet by jumping and spinning. And after a very long fall, if you stand in the right spot on the moon, we actually do not get to fight Bowser Jr. at all.
How does that work in space?
I don't even need my dad's help. I just need my giant robot's help. I'm independent. Did somebody's car alarm just go off? What was that? Now, this is Megaleg's moon. We're standing on Megaleg because that thing has to be the planet right there. It's much larger than what we're standing on.
But I think you'll need a leg up to get up to it.
If you get underneath that leg, it's a one-hit KO. There's just no surviving being crushed, even in a fantasy setting. Speaking of a fantasy setting, if this robot was actually used in real combat, what would be the usefulness in bullet bills shooting out in random directions all over your monster? It's only useful if your villain enemy is trying to climb up your death machine. He has a very frenetic searchlight going on in the middle of that cage, and I'm not sure why.
Is that all the Grand Star is doing? Is powering that siren?
Yeah, this robot is actually powered by hydrogen fuel, and we could break open each section of this gate, or we could kite a bullet bill just over the top of it and break the center open. There were no survivors. Every real boss in the game happens to have the Grand Star. They're very shiny and much larger.
So how was he misusing the power?
You saw how bright his headlights were. That's obviously...
Light pollution, of course. Well, I'd say that plan just got scrapped.
It was a very evil plan for that robot to stand still on a planet. Damn them.
Not even a planet, a moon.
Bye, Mario. It's been fun.
It was just a massive collection of star bits anyways.
It had eyes.
Oh, now you can finally reach that platform.
You murdered a robot. It's not as cool.
Look.
And more Lumas will gather around the ball as the game progresses, eventually being sucked in by the gravity and
making it even bigger.
it's just this chain reaction, you just can't stop it. But we're not going to. They never actually make the logical connection to why we want to fly to the center of the universe. It just seems like a cool thing to do to them.
Wouldn't any amount of push slowly lead you there anyways? Why are we waiting for all the power? We could just be slowly heading there.
It's not true at all, by the way.
Well, I'm sure the inside will be much more spacious and have some
But not
neat
relaxing.
accommodations.
Ah.
Well, the galaxy's pretty big. We're gonna need some acceleration here. They do paste a giant map behind these two characters here, but the Black Luma from now on will always show us this map, where we can look at all of the galaxies we've unlocked, our completion progress in each galaxy, and the high scores, and any new galaxies in any new domes that we are waiting to access, and also available in handy, convenient star list form, the same information, as well as our best records on any of the minigames. The only one we have is Surfing 101. And if you're in a bragging mood, you can take a picture of it, send it to the Wii message board, and mail it to all of your Wii message friends. A feature that hasn't been used since 2006. This Hungry Luma was activated a little bit ago, and they work just like the Hungry Lumas in the levels, only we can only feed them with star bits we take out of the other galaxies, and they generally need a lot more star bits than the other ones do. Oh, here you go, open wide. Nah, I'm just playing with you. I hope that Pavlovian stimulus actually got your digestive juices flowing, and you're just going to corrode from the inside out. That butterfly is talking.
Hey, Mario! Damn.
That's not how a butterfly sounds at all. Yeah, you look really fierce there. With a butterfly on your head.
Mr. Mar! That's right. You don't have to actually have that in there. What a convenient job.
I've completely forgotten the alphabet. I have no letters. I'm gonna have trouble searching for anything because I have gone blind.
Why can't you just take this to the center of the universe? Is there a need to take this entire mass of what to the center of the universe?
I will never see anything again. You monster. No wonder this guy has glasses. He actually made eye contact once with the leader. Now you're jumping to a very logical conclusion there, but it's still jumping to a conclusion.
Alright, so what exactly does the blue and red signify in these speech dialogues?
We call it the Stars Room because we're functionally retarded. Looks nothing like a star. The Lumas could be helping us a lot more. They don't need a starship. Now these accesses are collected. We can actually transport up here without having to strain ourselves. This is the fountain. It is the new most wasteful thing in the Comet Observatory. It just pours a very limited resource out into the infinite void of space.
How does it pour it anywhere? You're in space.
How is it not getting picked up by a rainbow bubble and being brought back in? Or I guess that's how the pump system works.